Ekanene alafu Ruby wewe ni mtu wa radio jo, so outro hiyo ngoma jo, ni ngoma gani?
That is Pray by King Kirby, play for you right here on Ekanene on Baze Radio.
Yeah, so King Kirby mbona tunamcheza?
He's been nominated for Best Alternative Artist for Unkut Hip Hop Awards 2023 that it will be happening next week on Wednesday. Because about being inclusivity, obviously, like we try to include all rap sounds and styles. That's why he's been nominated. Nachiki pia Mao from Nowhere has already played as well. So they're in the same category. Mao from Nowhere, King Kirby, Beatty, na Prince, and then there's an artist from Uganda called Tie Dye, who's also nominated in the same category. I think sijui kama ngoma iko hapo, but
I think iko huko mbele.
We have a few Ugandans representing on the playlist, so it's interesting to see, you know, the evolution of hip hop 50 years later from, you know, how it started out into people including the melodies, different sounds, different instrumentals and styles. That's why best alternative category exists. Ini mara ya pili imewekwa. The first time it was introduced was 2021. And now the second time 2023.
Okay.
Yes sir.
And cuz wewe ndio ulitengeneza hii playlist, wacha nikuulize ngoma kadhaa zimecheza before ufike Danger ya Riet Kamati.
Yes, Riet Kamati. That's a new crew. They've been nominated for Video of the Year. No, not video, I mean Group of the Year. Riet Kamati, Wakadinali, Mabantu from Tanzania, Afrocentric, that's Caterpillar and Hassan. Those are the ones nominated for Group of the Year this year. The new kids on the block this year wame release I think album mbili already. They're putting in work like crazy. Wamesema lazima kuosa. So it's interesting to see kids get in and still function as a unit. Na feelingi ukiwa msanii like maybe working solo is much easier than working as a group. Because like the creative mind is a difficult mind.
Nani egotistical mind.
Exactly. Competitive, you know. So seeing crews come together, wase kama Wakadinali wame last as a crew since the beginning. And seeing new crews also, you know, uniting and representing for the culture ni interesting kucheki.
Okay. Alafu Mao from Nowhere.
Mao from Nowhere ndo yo ako best alternative artist this year with Kirby played Ghost from his new project. He has a new project out yenye wase wanaweza cheki across all social media platforms for sure. Yes sir.
Okay. Alafu sasa nataka tucheze tafsiri hii ya Keishaka. Why do we have Keishaka on the playlist?
Yo, Kalamashaka, we definitely have to give flowers to the guys who make this culture, you know, worthwhile, or the guys who made us be able to get into this culture. The only reason we're able to have a hip-hop conversation is because there's people who dared to do this in the first place. So Kalamashaka getting this year's Lifetime Achievement Award at the Hip-Hop Awards next year. And I feel like it was fitting in hip-hop's 50th year that the pioneers of the culture would be honored with a Lifetime Achievement. Na niko excited naona they're working on a new album. Wamekuwa kifanya mashow hapa hivi hapa cooler, so it's good to see them back on the scene after like a hiatus of like maybe 2020 for a very long while. And I think unaweza notice from the streets like guys have missed them and they still recognize who Keishaka were back then. So I think ni easy to come in and take their position just as easily.
Dream ya kutoka kwa block. Hiyo dream sisi wote tuko nayo. Ndio inafanya jo tunajituma hapa nje, si ndio? Brooklyn Boys ikicheza ndani ya bazeradio.co.ke. Nikiwa Mwafrika na leo niko joined na Ruby. Mimi namuitanga Ruby the 5th, si ndio? Ruby V ni aje jo?
Watu wamesema ati hiyo jina ina sound fiti.
Si ndio jo? Ni kama sio vile kuna kuangana King Charles the Third.
6, 7 lineage of royalty.
Now Brooklyn Boys kwa nini wako kwa hii playlist?
Brooklyn Boys this year's honorary award recipients of 2023. Honorary inakwanga mostly to like the year's MVP when it comes to hip hop. So Lifetime Achievement is usually to an OG. and then honorary award is usually to a new school artist. So the panel selected these guys. They felt like Brooklyn Boys have really put in work as far as, making the drill sound, also, kuingia kwa streets, nini. That's why Brooklyn Boys wako kwa hii playlist.
Yeah.
And also the whole ethos of hip hop yenye tumesema tu saini ya kutoka kwa block. Everyone was marginalized, poor communities and stuff like that, and everyone had the dream of I can make it out the hood, I'm gonna live a good life. So ndo maana that particular song, I think it embodies the spirit of hip hop.
Okay. Alafu
unafilaje mwaf about, najua interview ni yangu lakini umwacha tunaongea.
Yeah.
Unafilaje about like drill music?
Kitu funny ni I think like the older I've gotten, the more I've been very open. Like kitambo nilikuwa wale watu lazima ikuwe boom bap, lazima ikuwe nini. But Brooklyn Boys especially mimi napendeo sound yao kabisa. Pia nani mfrega so zake za Shrap anaitwa nani? Boutros.
Yes,
so, squeeze niko more
open to listening.
Yeah.
I think also hata mimi initially when I got into the game nilikuwa like a bit of a purist, like I can't play this doesn't sound good or whatever. But like mtu aliniambia, you're in that position to play the music for the fans, let the fan decide if it's popping or not. You already look like you're blocking someone when imesha kuja. Kuna zile normal like maybe the mixing is not right. Not like basics.
Yeah.
But like if it passes the criteria, let the fans have the music and decide for themselves if they want to support it or not. You can't be the one, blocking the nini. Because nakumbuka nikiwatch interviews zako back in the day when I was a kid, and you're just like, hip hop is a certain style. These are the rules. Let's do this. It's good to see.
Kufanya ni film nakumbuka nikiwatch video zako nikiwa mtoi, alafu sasa naangalia kwa mirror na some white hair on the head niko
inamaanisha pia like your relevance in the game for this period of time. I don't think there's people who've had the sauce and lost it and fell off. So umekuwa hapa hivi, different facets, different ninis. Una do job fit, uko poa.
Alafu ingoma next, how we do calligraph. Alafu jina uspronounce waje?
Zinia Manase.
Zinia.
Yes.
Okay, kwa kila mtu niambia kuna watu wamesema Zenya. Alafu sasa hii Zenya unajua na kwani ni Kenya ama ni nini? So ni Zinia.
Zinia, yes.
Okay, Zinia Manase. Yeah.
Calligraph Jones.
Yeah.
He's been nominated for Best Male Artist.
Yeah.
Best East African Artist. And those are the two major nominations he's received this year. How We Do is one of my favorite songs out of his album Invisible Currency. Hii album kwanza alinicheza kwa studio manze, nikapata a little listening before he released it, when he wanted us to have a conversation about the album, because I'd said Testimony 1990 felt like a compilation of songs. It didn't really feel like a project. It felt like he just gathered nini. So he was like, mina feel ukusikize your album fiti. So he was like, let me play you the album track by track, and I think he did a much better job on Invisible Invisible Currency. So I liked ni boom bap, and it still has that R&B flavor that Zinia brings in. Now it's overall just a very good record.
Tukirudi tutakuwa tukibonga jia Kala Moto.
Yes sir.
So kama tujoin saizi tuko na Ruby the Fifth, yani tuko na Ruby Viki. Come to like Kenyan hip hop. Right now she is the encyclopedia. I don't think there's anything you can ask this girl that she doesn't know about the scene. So nilichekita na codes yuko kwa nominees.
Best female artist.
Okay.
Diana Codes has really been working. When the first time I heard that song, shout out to Alex Vice, he's the one who produced that record.
Okay.
Inaitwa Shida, of course. Wase waenda wa check his stream. The first time I heard that record, I thought it was auto-tuned. Until nika invite Codes kwa studio, nikamwambia afanye freestyle, and then she started singing like that live.
Okay.
Nikasema, ma'am, this is like it's different. It's a breath of fresh air. I'm looking forward to like maybe Diana Codes being fully confident in her skills, in her skin, in herself, in the game. But najua ko affiliated na Zoza Nation, Arrest, 66. that's her camp. So I'd say more or less maybe she's in good hands. If she gets her all her ish together, she's gonna be alright.
Okay. So I think wacha niangalia huko mbele if there's anyone we didn't talk about.
Trio Mio.
Trio Mio. You got nominated for
Prembeshwa. Yeah, that video for the song Prembeshwa has been nominated for Video of the Year.
Okay.
It was shot by Ivan Odi for an independent sasa niseme contractor ama organization inaitwa Loki. They shoot like music videos for people. So the video has been nominated for Video of the Year, and Trio Mio himself has been nominated for Gengetone Artist of the Year, which is also another new category. Iyo pia sinshojana we were discussing on nini like a lot of hip hop purists were like, it's a hip hop awards show. What is Gengetone doing there? But like it's rap music. Now when we were doing club like hood to hood shows in November, nilienda Dandora, which is kila mtu anasema home of hip hop. Niki expect kusikia boom bap for days. And what I heard, like the sound of rap music coming from that side, ilikuwa drill na Gengetone. So I was like, we didn't make the wrong decision by including. And then what most walikuwa wana rap actually yo Gengetone ilikuwa primary school kids. There's a collective called Ndoto Zetu Kids hapo Dandora Hip Hop City. Walikuwa wana flex kwa hizo beats za Gengetone vibaya sana, but also unawapatia hapo still Dr. Dre bado wana flex na. So I feel like, you know, we should accept rap music if it's good. I mean, we're not saying that every song needs to pass. If there's buzz in there, like we tunaweza relax kiasi.
Trio.
That's a badass.
Yeah, trio inakuwaga mambo beard kabisa. Alafu nini? So next nataka kucheza Suspect Femi One Caterpillar.
Yes.
Kwa nini iko kwa playlist?
Nominees by the leo tonight, if you're listening to us hapa hivi iko nini? All these artists have been nominated for Unkut Hip Hop Awards 2023. That is going to be happening at
next week.
Yes, Expressway Lounge next week Wednesday. Tutakuwa in the cut. Itabidi Mwaf pia ingia ndani. He's been nominated for Best Alternative Media with Ikonini. Guys, you've watched that podcast. You know Mwaf does not play. And then Suspect Femi One actually ndo ana lead nominations this year. Nilicheka akona 5 nominations. Akona Best Female. Akona Best East African Artist. Akona Video of the Year with Suspect. She has Mixtape or EP of the Year with Dim Kutoka Mwiki. And the final nomination, I think pia akona Collabo of the Year or something. I forget. But yeah, she's on there. She's doing her thing. One of the most consistent artists that has been. Yeah, man. She's never taken a break. Nini. So Femi One definitely deserves. And if you feel that she needs to win, easy makategori zote tunaongelea sahi, unafaa uende ucheki at Unkut Africa on social media platforms. Link iko kwa bio, pia link ya Tiko where you come and hang out with all these artists pia iko kwa bio. Go click on that. Tiko ni tamoja for general admission. And then we have 3,500 for the VIP. You get a welcome platter. Okay, come through kabla vitu zingine zianze happen, kabla uanze kuturn up. At least utakuwa well fed and well secure. So Suspect Femi One featuring Caterpillar, who's also a nominee. Best Male Artist, Lyricist of the Year, Album of the Year, Caterpillar. He's had a very active year. Group of the Year with Afrocentric.
Sijua Kalamoto jo wagani mambo beat. So Kalamoto kuzo ndo umetengeza playlist leo kwa watu wanatusikiza saa hizi. Kalamoto ulimweka kwa playlist kwa nini?
Yes, Kalamoto has been nominated for Best East African Artist. The panel felt that his relations between Kenya and Tanzania, he's always, playing in both fields, and both fields recognize his artistry, his pen game, and him being a student of hip hop culture. So he's been nominated for Best East African Artist, and he's also been nominated for Album of the Year with Kanda Mweusi. That track I played it. It's from his previous project album. Nimesahau jina for now, I'm so sorry, but yeah, it was a very, very dope project, and I think that's one of my favorite songs. The reason some of these songs are like older is because I know there's people listening who are like, what's that new song? So that they know that the bulk of Kenyan music that you haven't listened to ni kubwa, that you can dig in and get into it vile nafaa, unaona. So one of before I left radio, we did like a very I'd say one of the biggest rap challenges on that particular beat. We had like even guys from Stato, guys from Australia like submitting their verses. A couple of guys who were in quote unquote retirement came out to flex on that beat. Akina Kolo, Ken Razy. Like it was a very that rap challenge grew its wings, and I have to give props to Ka, because I reached out to him. I was like, yo, we're gonna do this with you, Nini. Can you also reach out to your people so that like the challenge can spread? And he pulled his weight. So definitely an artist to look out for. I think people by now recognize Kalamoto.
Me, I think the first car song nilisikiaga ilikuwa Msafiri. Damn, that's one way to introduce yourself to the world. That ish was super dope.
Was crazy. It was crazy.
Inakugani usiwe nini mipango ijakamilika. I love that. Kuna hiyo part hiyo bongaga jua saa zingine unaona tu mtu ametulia but anajua like we'll get there, we are still working. So kana kwaga hivyo super MC. Of course majuzi amefanya hii ngoma yake na Kevo K-Force. Ulikuwa wapi?
Yes.
Ulikuwa wapi?
I like seeing those two together on a project. And I feel on like the collabs, I feel like getting a full length project from them would be very interesting. To hear the coastal and number 9 fused. Hizo sounds zinaweza kuwa very interesting to get into.
Okay. Sure. Alafu na chiki umetuwekea Waku Music.
Waku Music. Gani yo? Ivane, Oh. Yo, this video is actually one of the most impressive videos I'd say that I've seen out of here. Like it was very creative. Wanakanga like my giants over buildings and stuff. Like the editing was crazy, and the person who did the video is called Ondivo. Ondivo ni msem crazy. Amekuwa akichukua hizi nini za like maandamano and stuff, and like it's been very cinematic. So seeing him in his artist bag doing like some creative stuff, it's very interesting.
Unamjua on a personal level?
Simjua on a personal level, but sindio hii awards hapa hivi. Lazima tutampata sasa.
Nilingia kwa inbox yake wala buda jo tuongea lini lenga jo Mr. Ondivo.
Most likely hata hajacheki. Unajua wase kuwapata, like even getting the images to use for his poster were like a problem. This nigga doesn't have digital print
presence.
Nimse behind the scenes, but Skype nikiwa assignment umenipatia, we're going to do it. So Ondivo has been nominated for Video Director of the Year. Waku Music nominated for Group of the Year. Those guys have been working, and I think right now they're also under the Zoza Nation camp. By this Zoza Nation ni kama wamesema, okay, mainstream hawataki, let's work it out, because Zoza Nation houses Wakadinali, Pseudodos, Caterpillar, and now Waku Music. Ikona kina Skilo, Sir Boy, like there's a bunch of artists under the collective. So Waku Music wamenominate hapo hivyo. Definitely you can check them out, vote for them. Kama hujacheki video inaitwa Ivane, get onto YouTube. It's a very very creative video, nominated for Video of the Year as well.
Ivane, hiyo ngoma ulisema iko nominated for?
Yes, Ivane, the video nominated for Video of the Year. Ondivo, the person who did the video, nominated for Video Director. Waku Music wako hapo nominated for Group of the Year. And of course Kali tumeongea Best Male na Best East African Artist. Sir.
Alafu hapa na chiki next umetusitia gang
ya Groovy Joe and Jody Faneto. I told you about Groovy Joe yesterday. Told you she's the
next
one
big thing.
Definitely. If she keeps up with her work ethic and her trajectory, I definitely think there's a lot of good things for her in the future. And she looks good, which helps in entertainment. It's an easier sell when you're easy on the eyes just a little bit. And Jody Faneto has been nominated for Drill Artist of the Year. Wacha nikwambia on some purist-ish. When the team was suggesting we should add Drill Artist of the Year in 2020, I was like, this ish ain't going nowhere. Hii kitu ni short-lived. It's just another Kenyan sound. Hakuna haja kuipatia a whole category na tunajua next year there won't be guys to nominate. But they proved me wrong.
Yeah, it's
I'm
still there.
not ashamed to say it publicly. Like in the beginning, I was just like, ugh, nah. But like the fact that 3 years later, it's still on there and there's still other artists still coming on. It's the sound of like urban rap, I would say. And even like rap music, a lot of it is very much drill. I see a lot of people complaining about it. But hey, imefika hapa kama inabamba wase.
Yeah, as long as uko na mafans. Mafans ni kibao, I don't think kuna shida yote.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a beautiful thing to see. So umesema Jody
Drill Artist
na
of the
Groovy
Year.
Joe?
He, a Drill Artist of the Year, and also his project mixtape. His project called Bigger Than Biggie has been nominated for mixtape / EP of the year. Also alongside Groovy Joe's project mixtape EP of the year inaitwa Pressure.
Okay.
So our ni nominees wawili wazito.
Okay, alafu Rosary, you got nominated for?
Yes, Best Female Artist, Best East African Artist as well.
Yeah.
Collaboration of the year with Fid Q, walifanya Big Man.
Oh, okay.
So she's on there. Na Rosary by the minimum like Villa Mejituma this year.
Yeah.
From like I think from after the Kali beef, it fueled a lot.
Yeah,
And
for her.
yeah, for her, like she's really been on the scene, and I think the song that I selected is called Kanairo or something.
Yeah, Kanairo.
Kanairo, yo song kuna patali rap sijui na Kikamba na Kikuyu, like akona for me.
And she sounds Kenyan.
Exactly. I was just like, girl, where did you learn all this stuff in the first place?
Demo Ronga, I think she grew up in
Ronga?
Rongai. Yeah, grew up in Rongai, yeah.
What?
Hauko najua?
Sikuwa najua ali grew up Kenya, but I didn't know about
Ule ni
Rongai.
Mkenya ule dem ni Mkenya.
Hata yenyewe tumemclaim.
Alafu pia tutakuwa tukibonga juu ya Mandy.
Shash na Lip Gloss by Mandy playing for you right here on Ikonene.
Yeah.
Tuko hapa Baze Radio.
Yeah, na Mandy, you got nominated for?
Best Gengetone Artist of the Year.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Okay.
This is one chick that I also really like.
Yeah. And puts in work kabisa.
Puts in work ethic like crazy.
Yeah.
Unimse hata by the niliona in a very, very like formative years.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I gave her first radio interview. Give her first time she was performing in front of a crowd was at an Unkut show.
Yeah.
Unkut the Cypher in 2016 at the very first edition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and since then, like she's always wanted it. She's always been hungry for it. So it's good to see how far she's come.
Yeah.
Like, yo, my sisters be bumping her music, and I'm just like, hey, I never would have thought that randomly, like I just be hearing bubbly, all the stuff that she's doing. So it's good to see her come into being as far as her artistry is concerned. I think I catch her feeling slightly.
Yeah.
Julia could nominate to a Gengetone, but I'm like, girl, other people are fighting for these positions.
Oh, yalikuwa anataka hip hop.
I think Yelko anataka Best Female, but she's been nominated for Best Female Artist since the beginning. When we did this, like the first time when we were testing out the concept, when we did it online in 2018, she actually scooped Best Female Artist. And I don't think getting the award and the validation is dope, but I don't think it takes anything away from like you being a dope spitter or a dope artist or a dope rapper.
Okay.
If anything, it just shows like of all the wasanis wangekuwa kwa hii position yako, wende uko manze.
Okay.
So shout out to Mandy and all her success. She recently put together her first live show at K1. Nimesahau pia hiyo show ilikuwa inaitwaje the title, but she says like there's more shows coming. So ni fiti kucheki dema na hustle manze. It's not too many women who have the backbone to like confidently speak their minds and and actually like be in the same room as other men. So ni poa kumcheki akido her thing manze.
Okay. Na nini Saru
also nominated for Gengetone Artist of the Year.
Okay.
Saru is another dope spitter. In 2021 she won Best Female Artist. So I would say just because of kwa Gengetone haimanishi like we don't recognize them as rappers as far as hip hop is concerned. Saru pia nakumbuka like back in the day aki rap tu hapo na tomatuta manze. Someone sending me the video, they're like, you should have this girl on hip hop culture, she's really dope. So seeing her come all this time, and she's also been very consistent. I think she's amongst the few female rappers who responded when when the Cali TZ situation was happening. Responded against Rosary, and I think it actually went somewhere. So it's dope to see her do her thing still. Alikuwa ameanza na different management, switch management, but amekuwa consistent. Her foot is on the gas. Asiachilie iende hivyo.
Kuna time nilisikia something like someone was telling me like unajua wezi pigia saru for a corporate event bila kuweka a quarter mil. I was like that's good.
Yeah. That's good. I mean, come on, $250 to a corporate. That's easy money. Come on, man.
Sikuzetu uko napatiwa mbao. Unaambua kaa pale kwa kona.
Sasa kuna inflation.
Hata upatiwi chai upatiwi 20k.
Nakwambia imekutosha. Si uko sawa. It's good. By the way, sasa kuna like wase wana cash out and getting paid. Na unaweza state na wase wa feel yenyewe watajikuna wajikaze wafikishe hiyo bei. Ni poa.
So tukirudi pia tutakuwa tukibonga juu ya breeder. Big fat check ya breeder. Ndani ya ekonene bazeradio.co.ke tukiwa hapa na Ruby V. Ruby ni aje?
Yes sir, niko
So ulikuwa unanipatia story fulani interesting sana ya breeder. Ulimuonaga kabla aomoke.
Kabla kuosa manze.
Akiwa on the come up.
Akiwa bado amekonda before he was big baba before anza kusema ati sijui nilishika mamita kabla economy ya Ruto sijui nini. Nilikuwa hapo in my Caribbean Ronga. We had a feature on my radio show when I told Only Man Up. So it was a versus. 2 rappers would be on the same beat, one head to head. So Breeder was one of the rappers on this beat, and at that time I remember he had released a project called Kabla Kuosa. Ikona KCR Red.
Oh, okay.
So as he was passing by, I was like, yo, Breeder, please sign for me that nini. But I like doing this with all the music that I purchased, like CD time. So of course tumeenda streaming or something like soft copy nini. But I have like a few collectibles. So nikaambia Breeder, yo, please sign that nini project for me. Unajua siku moja utakuwa umeomoka and maybe like this thing will be priced some crazy amount of money. Itakuwa poa ka niko na hiyo project. So he signed it. He was like to Ruby sijui nini kabla kuosa Breeder LW. I don't know why randomly I thought about that yesterday. Seeing him come from by the way, his first rap show was also at Unkut. October 2017, and I remember he wasn't even on the original lineup. Ni Mandy alikuwa beshte yangu. And he's like, I'm going to meet my friend. Then I met this friend and he's like, oh, by the way, he's also a dope rapper. You should like try put him on Unkut. And then he was like, Ruby, I just need this shot. Like put me on the cypher. And that he came through, he killed it. And then that's how we established a relationship. So vile nilimwambia anisaini your project, that artist that I saw versus Big Baba in the suiti, anasema ati, now he has the TK Cypher is trying to put on other new acts. It's truly beautiful and incredible, and I'm happy to have played my small part. Naona kusaidia msanii kufika where he's at now, and I'm sure he's open and he's going to do even greater things beyond.
Alafu pia the power of 6 years, like in 6 years time vitu zimebadilika jo.
Manze, it's so crazy bana.
So bado na check vitu kadhaa zile ziko hapa. So na cheki MC Yala na Deb Master. Hii ngoma
inaitwa Sikwebela. I hope even I'm pronouncing it right because you're in Uganda. Okay. MC Yala is a Ugandan artist. She has been nominated for Best Female Artist, and this particular song has also been nominated for Song of the Year. The Ugandans have said she has been the one who has single-handedly helped propel Ugandan music, rap, hip-hop to the European market. That's why we're playing her. She's also, I understand, the founder of Nyege Nyege Festival. And she will be performing at the Hip Hop Awards that are happening next week on Wednesday. So anafaa fly in. Akuje tufanye. By then tamleta afanye interview nini, sindio? Akuje hadi iko nini muonge. 1, 2, 3 things. I think it would be good international type-ish. And then, akuje afanye show we crown our hip hop's biggest stars of the night and then tujibame na ka after party.
Okay, alafu pia tutakuwa tukibonga juu ya hii drill ya kutoka ma area za kwenye. Yeah, no signal, Octopizo, Brooklyn Boys, hiyo inamaanisha Kibera na Buru, si ndio?
Yes sir.
Hapo unajua tutukaa sisi tuko old enough kujua Buru kuna time ilikuwa gani place ya mapunk. Ilikuwa gani ubabini. Alafu kama ikakuwa tu just another neighborhood which is it's weird to me. Yeah.
So unasema like potentially ya Kilimani vile wasa wanasema Kilimani kuna venye ina deteriorate in status and whatever. Hiyo ni kitu possible.
Yeah, Kilimani inaweza end up imechoma kuchoma.
Yeah.
Like it's actually
they're saying it's an upgraded pipeline.
Yeah, ukiona wasa wanaanza kuhang nguo kwa dirisha nacheki like
na mko Kilimani
you're starting to get there but I think hata ma Chinese wakidesign I think they designed it in the mind of people have like washing machine and a dryer.
Okay.
So chiki sasa place ka China because China unajua such apartments are very common but sisi bado ni watu wa kutumia
lines.
Like, I think ni ushaisikia story ati kuna msee aliendaga Amazon akabaki amemarket solar dryers alafu watu walinunua kuzalika tu solar dryers alafu walikuwa meka packaging ulikuwa unafungua hivi unapata ni waya juu ya kuhangua.
God damn.
So
inaitwa kubeat the system.
Si ndio. So na chiki kuna hii ngoma I'm very interested kuisikia Uvolanga Shina.
Uvolanga Shina. Yeah, watu wangu wa West Side. Let me employ my little Luya.
So hii Uvolanga
inamaanisha unasema nini?
Unasema nini?
Yeah. Vernacular rap has been introduced as one of the new categories for this year's Hip Hop Awards. So ni interesting kucheki vile tu tulikuwa tunasema all these guys translating it to make it relatable to the people around them. Because just because uko ushago ama ocha imanishi you ain't got no swag or you don't want to be as hip as the person who's in the capital city. So huyu ni Bryce One. Ako one of the nominees for vernacular rap artist. Kuko na MC Sharon pia ako hapo hivyo. Nico Sam.
Na MC Sharon amekuwa in
push.
I think it's like 20 years now.
Yeah, man.
She's been there. She's always there.
Rapping, singing, songwriter, an actual artist, a visual artist as well. And a producer.
She produced.
Yeah. She did pedal bike for Domani. That's man. So like Sharon multifaceted. And she's also been one very consistent person. Like people don't know this but like ni demo kujituma pia. She's a hustler.
Because kuna time niko nafaa ku have conversation na yeye ni hata nipome light that nini. As soon as nimemalizana na history ya Rapture. I think nda reach out kwake but baki tumecheki ni aje. Because this coming week is an interesting week. Sasa Wednesday kuna show yako. Alafu Saturday kuna show ya Rapture.
Alafu Friday kuna show ya wrong experience ina happen. Hii next week itakuwa crazy. Kutoka Jamhuri Day manze kama bado uko job inabidi sick leave or something. Kutoka Jamhuri Day ama uambie tu enyewe I haven't taken leave the whole year. This is my time. Unatoka tu your time December yako ianze because it's gonna be a very lit time I feel. Bande ba Kaimosi. Uvolanga Shina.
Hiyo ni ngoma kali sana. So iko nominated for best vernacular.
Yes, vernacular. Ngoma gani? MC Sharon. Obviously siwezi sema hizo manini juu Jambetre Ngolo kuna Gabiro mtu necessary. This guy actually has a Grammy and I was very surprised when he was like, oh my god, this is such an honor for Unkut. Niko like mse uko na Grammy already. Nothing else. I think it was an album from a couple years ago actually by the he's a Kisumu based artist who's also nominated for vernacular na Pokalando. And then tuko na a Ugandan there nominated with Atugonza.
Wacha tani kurudisha nyuma hapo umesema Pokalando. Kijaka Pokalando. Pokalando ni bado sija advertise ama bado sija announce.
Na Jambetre Ngolo.
Hiyo ndio Ngolo. Hiyo ndio nashindwa nayo. Hapo na need kunini.
Sharon nakujaka hapa explain nini.
Hiyo ni kijaka ingine liko like.
Wajaka na mnapenda rap ama it's the flossing, it's the flex part of it that you guys
I think like. More than the flossing I think ni your self expression. Unajua sisi
Unasema tribe
tunakuwaga-
zingine hazipendi self-expression.
sisi ndio tunakuwaga huko tuko like hakuna hiyo bwana.
Most vocal.
Yeah, tunakuwaga hapo in the front line. So I think maybe hiyo ndio kitu ilifanya gravitate towards it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you had to ask me, I'd say that.
Yeah, it's we were just thinking about like how many Luo artists like are running the game, and especially rap wise.
Yeah,
But still,
rap tumekuaga kwa wingi like.
Waluya tuko ndani ndo hao sisi Bryce Wando huyo, Kevo K-Force hapo, Pro, Collins Majale, come on, please.
Yeah, umetry Christophe.
Christophe, Mluya Buse, Oxido.
Umejaribu?
Undu Street Lawyer pia hapo, si rapper lakini bado si
Ondu ni mteso, acha za.
wateso kwani si Waluya.
Wateso si Waluya. Zika vile niliambiwa ati Wasuba si Wajaka, ati apparently ni it's a Bantu tribe ile ilimezwa na Wajaka. We are not
Wakaambiwa by force nyinyi wetu.
Wakaambiwa nyinyi nini. So Ruby mimi nimefurahia sana. I think after awards pia unafaa kuja hapa.
Utafanya recap, yeah.
But asante sana kwa kutokea. Nimeshukuru kabisa umefanya umeniintroduce to so many artists na pia in the process ukabaki umepimp playlist yetu. Sasa hizi tutajichocha.
Hapo sawa. Mimi nafurahi hivyo. Na feel the only way Kenyan music can get ahead also is if you like a song and put your friend onto a dope song that you like, and then they put somebody else on, even though ina spread, msana end up to get more fans hivyo. Tukisonga.
So ni time yetu ya kuhepa na tukimalizia tunamalizia na ngoma gani jo? Hiki tu je imeamua tu haitaki tumalizia na hii. Tunaenda kumalizia na ni Rock With Me,
Caterpillar. That's Sudo. Sudo has been nominated for Breakthrough Artist of the Year, part of the Zoza Nation camp. This is off his album Seek, which has also been nominated for Album of the Year, Manze. Unkut Hip Hop Awards happening next week, Wednesday, Manze. Get your tickets at Unkut Africa.
Tukimalizia tukisema eka nene.
This is Baze Radio.
We are 254 to the core.